Hey, what's up, everybody? I'm Pastor Ronnie. We're getting real today, and I'm with the best executive pastor in the United States of America, and we are so blessed to have him here at Abba's house, Ronnie Phillips, Ministries International. My friend, Pastor Bill Marion. I've got Bill here, one, because he's extremely smart. He's a great preacher. He's a pastor's kid like me, so we're both a little messed up because of our ministry legacy. But I have Bill here because Bill knows how to pull stuff out of me. So I hope you'll enjoy today. We're going to get real. I don't even know what he's going to ask me, so this is the one you want to watch.
Well, the first thing I've got to say is thank you for inviting me to this very special podcast. It's going to be awesome. But I got to share with people one of the funniest moments that I've had with you. And it's, you've invited me to play golf. Now, you have to understand, I don't typically play golf unless Bishop invites me to play golf.
Tell him about what you will wear
That's where
time.
I'm going.
Okay,
he tells me, just come over to the house. I've got the clubs. Let's go. I don't know any better. I show up in blue jeans. Hiking boots. Yeah, they were Timberlands, hiking boots, and like a T-shirt, maybe even a bandana. I don't know. And you were like, no, you can't wear that. You can't wear those clothes to the golf course. And you forced me inside. You start throwing clothes at me, laughing at me the whole time. And it was like to this day, it's one of the funniest memories, but it's also a very fond memory because I had a great time. Since then, we've been golfing quite a bit.
Yes.
But my thoughts, even that day, and every time we've been playing golf, and I've gotten better, is God talks to us in all kinds of formats. I mean, he has shown me stuff in the middle of Army training years ago. Tell us about a time where you've been on the golf course and God speaks to you. Maybe it's because of a shot. Maybe it's because of a lack of a shot, sand trap or whatever. But what God may have shared with you on the golf course.
Well, I was playing with my Italian buddy that won't let me mention his name. He's one of my best friends.
He's awesome.
He loves it when I talk about him, but he doesn't like it when I use his name, Di Lorenzo. What happened was when I first became the senior pastor, I had tried golf since I was younger. Bad memories of Dad yelling at me, grip the club this way. I was embarrassed Dad out on the golf course. So I was a football player like you were, lineman, church league basketball, little league baseball. I was not a golfer, but I would play, because we had a church tournament just socially, but I wasn't good. And I hadn't played in years and was through a stressful time. Like right when I took over as pastor, we thought we did everything right for 5 years, and then you're in the seat finally, and you're like, sure. Wow, you're going through that. And so my buddy called me up, so let's start playing golf. So we went out there. We were both garbage. We were terrible. And we made our own rules, like no worse than a double bogey, which means no matter how bad we played on one hole, we did not get a worse score than a double bogey. And that's the way we keep it competitive. So if one of us really stunk it up, the score, we could come back. Because we need to be competitive, me and him, to stay focused. And so we started that and kind of taught each other the game. But I hate sand traps. You mentioned sand traps. And I think of the Christian life, it's the one place that you don't want to be, where you really blow it and you're in a mess that you don't know how to get out of, right? And that's the sand trap. If you don't learn the art of getting out of that, you could stay in there and really embarrass yourself worse if you don't know how to get out of the mess you're in. And so we were playing in Bryson City, North Carolina.
Oh, wow.
Me and David. And we're very competitive. We'd gotten better. It's 2 or 3 years after we learned how to play, and I'm winning. We've got a few holes left. It's very close. And he makes a little run, and it gets really heated there at the end, and I land in a sand trap. And he's smiling because he knows potentially if I lose my cool, I could stay in there 4 shots, and he's going to end up winning by 3. Well, it was a well-manicured sand trap. And the green was right above it. The sand was here, and it kind of lipped up to the green. So I'm thinking, what can I do to not lose? All I have to do is get out of here, and I could 2 or 3 putt and still win. And he rags me to this day. So I pulled my putter out in the sand, and I putted that joker up the lip. It flopped over the sand and up on the green. And I still had a long putt, but I ended up winning that day. Of course, he doesn't count the win because I used a putter to get out of the sand trap. But
Sure.
I thought about the Christian life, and you know, what do you do when you get in a mess you don't know how to get out of?
That's true.
You know, the right answer is be prepared ahead of time through the Word of God, the Spirit of God. A sand trap shot is pretty easy. You draw a line behind the ball, and you take that club and you lie it the way it was made to lie. It's an open face, and you go right under the sand about 3 inches behind the ball, and you hit under that thing. And once you learn it, it's an easy shot. But if you don't know what you're doing,
that's good.
Then you could sit in there and hit it, and you can never get out of there. And it's kind of like sin. If you don't know your way out of your mess, you're going to stay in your mess, and you're going to make yourself look more foolish and foolish and foolish. And so when I think of a Bible analogy, you know, I think we've got to go back to the source of truth, and we've got to realize the mess we're in, and we've got to know the truth sets us free. How do we get out of this mess? The truth. Know how to get out of your mess. And here's how you know. Right here, the Word of God.
Yeah.
And I think if we just get back to that, and maybe you don't know the Bible, I promise you can find somebody who does.
That's right.
It'll help you, mentor you to get out of that mess. So that's a good golf story, golf analogy.
Okay, so you got a sand trap shot. You're trying to, is it pitch out of the sand? Is that
Yeah,
what it is?
you're hitting the
better?
sand wedge
Getting
out
better?
of it. Yeah, it's like a pitching wedge.
It's like you're just trying to get out of the sandwich. So what's more important? Is it more important to learn to drive the ball, or is it more important to learn shots like putting or like something from the fairway? Like, what's the most important aspect of it?
Well, I think the greatest of all time is probably Tiger Woods, Jack Nicklaus, and Tiger's dad started him with a putter, moved him back to a wedge, moved him back to the 9-iron, 8-iron. He started him closest to the hole and moved him back. And all the professionals, and I'm no professional, I'm just an amateur hack that likes to have fun, but what they say is the difference in most of the golfers that are great and those that are just average, they say most people can master a driver after some time, but it's that 160-yard in to the pin. It's the players that can master those shots with their iron game, their short game. They say that's the difference in a good player and a great player.
Is it more fun for you to play golf? And again, we're using spiritual analogies here with golf. Is it more fun for you, or more educational, if you will, to play golf by yourself or to play with somebody else? Because you mentioned playing with Dave. I'll say his name too because he's awesome. He's a great guy. But he is going to kill you, by the way, for using his name.
I know. Good for him. We'll see if he's watching any of this. He probably is not unless I send it to him. So.
There you go. But is it more important to, play golf by yourself to learn, or to play with somebody that's pushing you along the way? And, of course, that might be a loaded question.
Well, you asked me about, like, getting a word from God out there.
Sure.
If I go play by myself, that's when I can spend some time with the Lord. If I go out, I'll be honest with you, I like to play because it shuts my mind off.
Sure.
It is a 3 or 4 hour window for me where we don't talk about personal lives, problems, work, ministry, home stress. We're arguing over a 7-iron and a 9-iron, or who.
Right.
We're absorbed in this moment, and my brain shuts off from all that runs through it in my day-to-day life with kids, the ministry, the large staff. So if I play here in Chattanooga, in my hometown, I usually am going to play to shut my mind off. The other reason, there's so many people from church, like men, it's a good fellowship time. So sometimes I may be there just to listen. It's kind of a ministry. People laugh, yeah, right, he's ministering, but he's playing golf. But believe it or not, I mean, there are people, men in the church, like, it's their outlet too. In their time with their pastor, they can be real with me, and we can say things out there we don't normally say, or they can let off some steam. So it is kind of ministry. The other cool thing is if you go travel and you play alone, like if you're in Florida or you're overseas or something, you'll get paired up. with people you don't know, because there might be other people that they're escaping their little children. Mine aren't little anymore. Their wife's giving them a get out of jail free card for a day to go play golf in Florida or whatever. And so you'll get paired up with 2 or 3 guys, and they may be from all over places. So you make new friends. You get to meet different people, and it's amazing who you get paired up with. I mean, you've been there once where we're literally in another state, and I'm trying just to not think about ministry, and we're 7 holes in, and the guy we're paired up with was a pastor. Yeah. And knew who we were. I mean, it was just like, man, I can't escape anything, And so there's multiple reasons. And, it's a hobby you can play with as you get older. I loved football, but, man, I would break every bone in my leg trying to get out and just even play 4 plays of real football now. And the basketball, too. I mean, so golf is just something fun you can play till you go to the grave, really. I mean, it's just something you can keep doing that kind of keeps you, It's not real exercise. I know our president says that's how he gets exercise, but I mean, he rides a cart up to the green eating a cheeseburger, so I don't know that that's real exercise. But I do the same thing. I'm not hating on him. I wouldn't qualify it as exercise, but it's certainly better than sitting on the couch.
If you enjoyed our time together, subscribe to our channel, like our content, and share this with your friends. Leave us a comment or ask us a question. We love hearing from you. Thanks for watching.